Let's go to SpaceX, Elon. So when we went to Boca Chica to see your facility, impressive facility, by the way, right? First, I have never been to Starbase. Right? But I overheard some engineers saying that maybe the best place to launch these rockets are from the equator. So
yeah, it's true.
It's true, right?
Yeah,
Indonesia
actually,
has,
the best would be at like a really tall mountain at the equator.
okay, mountains on the equator, got it. So Indonesia has 5,000 kilometers of equator. And in fact, our new capital is going to be on the equator.
Cool.
Should we be talking more about launching pads of SpaceX being in Indonesia? And maybe also you can launch some Starlinks. We need some connectivity.
Yeah, absolutely. I think long term it would make a lot of sense to have launch platforms around the world. And I think you could actually even have a situation where you travel by rocket from one part of the world to the next, because then you can travel at over 20 times the speed of sound. So for a rocket can get to the complete other side of the world in 45 minutes, and half sort of to most places in about 20 minutes. So I think that this would really open up the world if you could travel conceivably, to anywhere in the world in less than an hour.
Yeah. By the way, Elon, over here in Indonesia, you are not called Elon Musk. You are called Mas Elon. Okay. Mas is brother.
Okay, cool.
Brother Elon.
Thank you.
So Mas Elon, we threw some questions on social media asking, what would you ask Elon if you happen to see him, live? Right? And maybe you have heard this question, but why do you talk so much about sending people to Mars while probably more than half of the people on Earth still think that the world is flat?
Yeah, well, I think it's an exciting future if you can imagine like where we're a spacefaring civilization and a multi-planet species, and ultimately out there among the stars. And that's just, I find that to just be an incredibly exciting, inspiring future, and to think that one day that such things might happen. And the world, of course, will always have problems, and that we need to solve the problems of Earth. And I think 99% of our effort should be on solving the problems of Earth. But I think 1% of our effort should be on being a spacefaring civilization and a multi-planet species, because that's just incredibly exciting and inspiring. And there need to be things. Life can't just be about solving problems. There've got to be things that inspire you and that make you glad to be alive and happy to wake up in the morning.
From SpaceX, going back to Earth. Boring Company, we had a chance to go to your facility in Las Vegas. Now, Indonesia and a lot of developing countries, and even developed countries, have a lot of traffic. Are you thinking to do projects of Boring Company in developing country cities, especially maybe using electric buses? So you can solve two things at the same time, traffic and CO2 emission.
Yeah.
Any thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. I think like my joke about tunnels is that tunnels are underappreciated. I mean, it's not the best joke in the world, but I think the only answer that I can see for congestion in cities is tunnels. I think flying cars are. I think because of the fact that they generate a lot of noise and a lot of wind, and there's always some possibility that it will fall on your head. and it certainly would not be good for privacy if flying cars were flying over your house all the time. I think, on the other hand, that tunnels do not suffer from any of those issues. And so like you can think of flying cars as like 3D above ground, and tunnels like 3D below ground. And we have some of our first tunnels with electric vehicles operating in them in Las Vegas. So I'd encourage anyone who visits Las Vegas to try them out. It sounds so simple, but electric vehicles in tunnels are absolutely an answer to the worst possible congestion of any city, because you can go as many layers of tunnels deep as you would like until the traffic congestion is addressed.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.